Hey everyone, this is Christine, also known as Back to Basics Chris on Instagram. Today I've made a little tutorial for you guys on how to make your own advanced habit tracker. There's a few steps that goes into this, so I've just been breaking it down for you and really going back and asking myself what did I actually do in order to make this habit tracker. I really like this habit tracker. I am using it all day, every day, so I thought that I would share with you just in case you would like to make your own. Next week, I will be posting on my blog with the details. You can go to thepassionforplanning.com. That's my blog. As I said, it's not up yet, but it will be up during the next week. Let's begin. First, I would like to very briefly tell you about my philosophy behind this habit tracker. It's actually my philosophy for all planning. You can always dream, wish, hope, and need something, but unless you actually do something about it, it will, without a doubt, remain a dream. This you need to translate into some form of measurable goal, something that you can plan out, use step, you can add steps to it, timelines, all these things. You need something that you can measure. Then you plan it out. You have to make it a plan. If it's important to you, that is, then you make the plan. Number 4 is probably the biggest. It says work at it, work and work more. If you don't work, you will not achieve your dream, your wish, your hope, or whatever you need. You need to work a lot. Then actually what happens if you work, you plan, and you've set a goal? Over time, your dream becomes some form of reality. That has happened to me, both with regarding small things like making a daily routine and kind of sticking with it, but also with some of the huge things in my life, like starting my own business and getting all kinds of extra, I guess you can call it, education on top of my university degree. I've been using this philosophy to make it a reality. My habit tracker, that's pretty much where my dreams are translated into daily to-dos so that they over time become reality. Reality doesn't always mimic or fit 100% to what I dreamed, but that will become evident as you go along, what kind of result you actually will get. If you're not happy, of course, you can just go back and review. Now, in order to make your very own advanced habit tracker, you need to make this exercise. It's called Level 10 Life, I think, in the Miracle Morning. I call it my Top 10 Life, and this is kind of like my version. I don't know how it exactly it is compared to this one. Might be a bit different, I don't know, but here's mine. I'll break it down for you so you can make your own. It's an exercise that takes a while. It's best if you like map it out, brainstorm, and then just go back and through, back to the exercise whenever you need to, or whenever you get an idea. Very few people can just sit down and map it out. Just take your time. It's important. The first thing you do is that you choose 10 areas you want to focus on. These areas, these are some of the most common. That can be family, relationship, home, work, hobbies, personal health, personal development, spiritual. Can also be financial. I've been using that. When you've mapped out your 10 areas, you add 10 goals to each area. Like, here I have an example. This is the area called home, and these goals, some of them are easy to achieve, some of them will be a daily goal, some of them will be acquired over some time. This is just for instance. 1, cleaning routine. 2, choose pet. It's because my boys are bugging me for a pet, so this just popped out of my head. 3, research pet. 4, shop for a pet. 5, prep children. Do daily laundry. Put laundry away ASAP. Sort out office. 9, save up for a chair. I need a new office chair. And then number 10, buy chair. I would definitely make some kind of spread for this if I was going to save up for anything, just to keep me motivated. But this is how you make your top 10 life. When you're done, you will actually have 100 goals. Now they can be big goals, they can be small goals. Doesn't matter, you choose. In my top 10 life, I have a combination of big goals and small goals. Some of them are meant to be a daily routine from now on. Some of them, like saving up for a trip to New York, will probably be over a couple of years. When you have made your top 10 life, you make a timeline. This is the first step. Here we're dreaming, we're wishing, we're hoping, we're needing. Here we're taking the first step and actually making our dreams into reality. We need a timeline. I have like 2 kinds of timelines. These are for goals that I wish to do daily, weekly, or monthly. You can call it the new habits or routine that you wish to plan out. This is for everything that will be occurring once and in 1, 3, 6, 12, 18 months or longer. Something that's very important when you're creating your timeline is being realistic. Most people are very optimistic when it comes to how quickly we can achieve something. So, little advice, rather give yourself too much time than setting yourself up for failure. Rather say, I'll have this done in 6 months, but after 3, you realize that you actually already are there, so you can just scratch it out, move it up to 3 months. That's good. Now, when it comes to making a timeline, you can totally make it your own. I think it's very important that whatever layout you choose, it has to make sense to you, and really it should register very well with your brain. So you can color code, doodle, use icons, whatever. Just make it your own. Now, I would like to show you how my top 10 life is looking. Just searching for it. It's here. There we go. This is how mine looks. You can see the different areas, and I have 10 goals to each. Color them out when they're done. Color them half when they're semi-done. And also I color them in here. These, for me, these should all be done, preferably, in a year. So it's looking pretty good. Not this one, but the others are looking pretty good. And I've just made a new one this past month because I make it in January or December. And then after 6 months, I review it, change it, mix it up, migrate, whatever. You can also make this a pie chart. I've seen a lot of people do that. You make it however you want. I just thought the other day that it would be fun to make some doodles, like for economy or finance. You can make like dollar signs and draw them out as you go. This was mine. And as I said the other day, I blame you, Candice. Know who you are for this. It looks gorgeous though, even though it was a pain. Great. Then you have your top 10 life. You made your timeline. Now it's time to make your ideal daily routine. I'm just going to show you mine because I've combined my habit tracker with my ideal daily routine. This is inspired by the lemon bug, and it just starts 5 o'clock in the morning, ends a little to 12, and it has all the things that I wish to do in order to make my day productive, but also to make my day a good day for me. It's very important. You only have the time you have, and it's your time. So you really have to make it good time. Not perfect time, not anything else, just good time for you. I start with my miracle morning. Then I I drop off my kids. Then I do some errands. Then I come home, and since I'm independent, this really varies a lot. That's okay. Then I'll pick up my kids here. I'll do our afternoon evening routine, tuck them in, and this is my miracle evening routine, if you will, and I go to bed here. So these times are the ones that I've incorporated into my habit tracker. If you wish to use your daily routine as a base for your habit tracker, this is a really good exercise. It's actually a good exercise no matter what. This is good. I'm using it, and I'm going to be developing a bit because I need some more structure for this. I don't do well without structure, so I'm going to force some structure because there's none given right now, so I'm going to make my own way to plan it out. Now, the reason why I think it's important to incorporate your daily routine into your habit tracker is this. You need to make your everyday life good. Everyday life, in my eyes, is where we live our life. I did the math the other day, and it's like 200 days out of the year and more. That's actually everyday life. The rest is weekends and holidays and vacations. So 2/3, probably more, of your year is everyday life. As I said, you don't have to make it like, Kellogg's commercial, great, perfect, everyday life. It just has to be good. Whoops, yeah, we'll just turn the page. Step 4, that's just what I quickly showed you right now. That's for the top 10 life. You can do the pie chart, the table, you can do, as I said. When it comes to the habit tracker, the most important thing you have to choose is it going to be a monthly habit tracker or is it going to be a weekly? I've tried both. Monthly didn't work for me because just the fact that I had to flip back and forth made me not use it. I now have a weekly habit tracker. I have it in my Sidekick journal, so I can always have it open. This page is open all day, every day, helping me to remember what is it I want, what do I want to do, what do I want to incorporate in my day. This is my evening routine for my boys, just keeping me on track. This is totally up to you. You need to just go with your gut, find out what feels right, and then just try it. And that brings us to the next steps. Step 5, 6, 7, and 8 are all about constructing and experimenting. Of course, step 5 is constructing, then it's experimenting. Always think about, is it working for me, is it not working for me? Step 6, you have to use your habit tracker. If you don't use it, nothing changes. Nothing in your day changes if you don't change. So, your dreams don't work unless you do. work, work, and more work. There will be setbacks. I'm smack in the middle of a setback right now, but it's okay. I know that things will turn around and I'll get my energy back and I'll push on because I have my goals and they're important to me, really important. I have left a little note section here with my habit tracker because as I go through the week, I do brainstorming and how I can improve it. That goes here. Now, before you set up for the next week or the next month, reflect upon how your habit tracker is working. And that is actually saying reflect on how you are working. The habit tracker I'm making, out here, I write down how many times I would like to work. This is just a for instance, between 4 to 7, sometimes it's 10 hours a day. That would be 5 days a week I would like to do that. Then I map in, and as I said, this is not a good week for me. So these 2, I didn't work at all. It's okay, it just means I cannot check this box off. Down here, it looks a lot better. I'll be checking a lot of boxes off here. This has to do with my boys' evening routine, and that's going really well. My miracle evening is going fine. Miracle morning, not so much. End week, all of these things. I just do a little reflection upon why is it that this didn't work? Why is it this worked? And I bring that into the next week. I haven't made it yet because I'm still reflecting upon how to make it. But it will go here. So that's where I'm right now, setting up for next month. A little editor's note. My habit tracker is definitely where my goals, dreams, planning meet my bullet journal. It's really kind of, bringing everything together into one page. This is the end of the habit tracker tutorial. I'm not going to go into too many details on how to set it up. I have another video on that, so you can go check it out if you want to. This was all about the steps you can take in order to actually get to the point where you start brainstorming and planning out how you wish to make your layout for your habit tracker. Now, the goal is using your habit tracker to make your dreams come into reality, and it's not like some kind of, rainbow and puppies version. It's hard work, but it actually does work, as long as you do. This is my philosophy: dream, goal, plan, work, 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 and some form of reality. All that's left to say is happy planning. Comment if you have any questions, and I'll be seeing you. Have a nice day.